See your true colors shining through. I see your true colors.
This is the story of true colors. And I'm not just talking about the coat. This is the story of love, betrayal, and restoration. The goodness and providence of God that our Creator bestows to all who diligently seek the God of Abraham and Sarah, the God of Isaac and Rebekah, and yes, my God, the God of Jacob and Leah and Rachel. May she rest with the ancestors. God moved us from the land of Canaan to the land of Goshen. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back. Not to the beginning, for that would take too long. Let's go back and see how God worked in all of our lives. Join us as we experience colors beyond the coat.
See your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Is that you, my son?
Yes, Abba.
I love you, son. Every time I look into your face, I see your beloved Ima, my Rachel. Are you coming in from the pastures?
Yes. God has blessed us with so many sheep, it looks like we will have to go out even farther to feed them all.
Oh, and how are your brothers?
Same as ever. Lazy and mean.
Well, just know, son, that one day all this will be yours after I'm gone, for you to look after. But in the meantime, I had this coat made for you.
Beautiful and so colorful. Thank you, Abba. I'm going to go, so Reuben and Judah.
Oh no. Here comes trouble.
Hey, boys. Check out my new coat.
Where did you get that?
Looks expensive.
Abba gave it to me and said one day all of this will be mine.
Not if dear old Papa isn't around to protect you.
Well, my coat actually goes along with the dream I was having last night.
Not another dream.
We were all out in the fields tying up bundles of grain when suddenly my bundle stood up and all of your bundles bowed down to mine.
So, you think you will be our king? That you, of all people, are gonna rule all over us?
You're pathetic. It's probably why your mother died. She couldn't stand the sight of you, Joseph.
I've heard enough. Let's leave this dreamer be.
Jacob was at the well when Rachel arrived with her father's flock, for she was a shepherd. Rachel had a lovely face, and Jacob kissed her, and she took Jacob to see her father, Laban.
Reading about your Emma again, huh? You must need some love.
Yes, I miss her.
Actually, I miss my sister also. Rachel and I had our share of differences, and so many times I felt unloved. But our great God blessed me and showed me favor. Rachel was beautiful and funny and so ambitious. She got all the attention. But God saw me and heard my prayer, and I too found love from God and from my family. Who would have thought that I would be the one whose bloodline birthed the Messiah? God sees all and knows our true colors.
You with the stars, don't be discouraged, oh I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. See your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Show me a smile. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when. That's only laughing. If this world makes you crazy, if taking all you can bear, you can call me up. Because you know I'll be there, and I'll see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. If this world makes you crazy, then you've taken all you can bear. You can call me up, because you know I'll be there. Because you know I'll be there, and I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors. True colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Thanks, Doda.
Come, your Abba is waiting to see you.
And Joseph did come to see me and told me about another dream he had, about the sun and moon and 11 stars bowing down before him. I scolded him for thinking that even I and Leah and his brothers would bow down before him. But it made me stop and ponder. I have had many dreams in my day and even wrestled with an angel. So I knew that God was up to something. I sent Joseph down to Shechem to check on his brothers who had taken the sheep to find greener pastures. Little did I know what would soon happen.
Oh no. Here comes the dreamer.
And wearing his coat of many colors.
Hey, let's kill him.
No, we cannot do that. No shed blood. We throw him in that cistern over there.
Hello, brothers. I finally found you.
Oh, what? No! Not so cocky without your coat, are you? No!
What about your dream now?
We've worked up an appetite. I'll go prepare the food.
Very funny, brothers. Judah. Reuben. Simeon.
They still think we should kill him. Reuben's gone. Now's our chance.
Wait, what's that noise?
It's the Ishmaelite traders.
Let us not kill Joseph. What good would that do us? Let's sell them.
So long, sucker!
Good riddance. You'll finally find out what real hard work is like now.
Okay, Joseph. Let's get you out of the pit and get you back home before they finish eating. Joseph? Oh! No! Why did I leave them and let harm come to our brother? Sure, I'm jealous, but I didn't mean to hurt him. I am the firstborn. I should have inherited the birthright. I should have been wearing the coat and had the respect and love of our Abba, but this is not right. Surely our Abba, in his old age, will not be able to bear this. Surely God will punish us for our sins. The coat. Yes, the coat. We will dip it in blood and send it back to our Abba so that he will think that Joseph was killed by an animal.
This was one of the worst days and years of my life. When I saw the coat, I did think my precious Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. And I wept in sackcloth and ashes until I could weep no more. Now, all that remained for my beloved was my youngest son, Benjamin, who I did not let out of my sight. Little did I know that down in Egypt, God had shown favor upon upon Joseph, who worked for Potiphar, captain of Pharaoh's army. Potiphar saw Joseph's true colors and soon promoted Joseph over all his household. Potiphar's wife took a liking to Joseph and tried to seduce him. And Joseph, heeding God's commands, refused to be unfaithful. As a result, Joseph's character was assassinated, and he soon found himself in the cell of prison. But even there, in a cold, dark cell, Joseph found favor.
Joseph, you're not like any prisoner I've ever seen. You're God-fearing, and because of that, you have made my life so much better. From now on, you will be in charge of this whole prison.
Butler, Baker, why do you both look so worried today?
We had a dream.
But we don't know what it means. Well, God can interpret dreams, and I will ask God to reveal the meaning to me. So, go ahead, tell me.
I saw a grapevine with 3 branches, with clusters of grapes.
I too had a dream. Here, bring baskets of beautiful, delicious faces.
I took the grapes, squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and served it to him. Is he praying?
Is he sleeping?
Does he know what he's doing? Eyes are faithful. Do you know how much wine I tasted?
Do you know the loaf of bread I tasted?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Do you know that once or twice I was so tired I nearly expired?
Do you know that Pharaoh can eat? Standing over the fire makes me have sore feet.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
All right. I know what the dreams mean. The 3 vines and the 3 baskets represent 3 days' time. Butler, in 3 days, you will be restored to your position as Pharaoh's cupbearer. And Baker, in 3 days, you will be executed. And the birds will have a feast.
Thank you, my lord. The thought of tasting wine never felt so good.
Butler, please do me a favor. When you are restored to your position, please tell Pharaoh about me, as I have been wrongly imprisoned, that he might let me out of this place.
Anything for you, Joseph.
You probably guessed that the butler did not remember Joseph. In fact, 2 full years went by and Joseph remained in prison. That would have made a lot of people give up, or at least make them bitter. But Joseph held on to the promise he had received from God. One night, Pharaoh had a dream and was so disturbed. After he tossed and turned, Pharaoh finally went back to sleep, only to have a second dream. Pharaoh was tormented and could not sleep. He called for all of the wise ones and fortune tellers to see who may be able to tell him what the dreams meant. After no one was able to help Pharaoh, the butler remembered Joseph, that he was a God-fearing man, and told Pharaoh all that had happened before. At once, Pharaoh summoned Joseph.
interpret dreams.
I cannot interpret dreams. However, our Creator, the God of my Ima, Rachel, and my Abba, Jacob, the God whom I serve to this day, will reveal the meaning to your servant.
I was standing on the bank of the Nile River when 7 fat, healthy cows came up out of the river, grazing on the grass. Then 7 thin, scrawny cows came up behind the fat, healthy cows and ate them up. After that, I saw 7 plump, beautiful stalks of grain. And again, 7 shriveled and withered stalks of grain swallowed up the plump, beautiful stalks of grain. Joseph, this dream has tormented me, and I know it has great meaning.
Yes, Pharaoh, you are correct. God has sent you the dreams as a sign so that you may prepare for what is to come. Both of your dreams mean the same thing. There will be 7 years of plenty, as represented by the fat, healthy cows and the plump and beautiful stalks of grain. Egypt will prosper and live in abundance.
That sounds amazing.
But then there will come in the land a severe famine for 7 years. Those years are represented by the thin, scrawny cows and the shriveled and withered stalks of grain.
That would be detrimental to my land.
Yes, Your Majesty. And not only for Egypt. The famine will spread to the entire known world, and many will die.
This is a heavy burden to bear, even for a great ruler such as I.
Pharaoh, the God of heaven has declared that this will happen. Therefore, appoint a wise and intelligent nomarch to collect food during the years of plenty. Build storehouses throughout Egypt that the land and the people might be saved during the years of famine.
Joseph, you were the only one that could interpret my dream. And you are the wisest one in the land. I will put you in charge of all of Egypt. All my people will answer to you alone. Only I, the Pharaoh of Egypt, will rank over you. Come, take my ring and receive chains of gold and fine garments to wear. You will ride my chariot and do as your God commands.
My son was 30 years old when he became ruler in Egypt. The Pharaoh gave him an Egyptian name, Zephanath-Paneah, and a wife named Asenath. As Joseph had predicted, soon came the years of plenty. Joseph collected these bumper crops and stored them away. After 7 years, famine ravaged the land and spread around the world to the land of Canaan. News of the food supply in Egypt also spread. And so when I saw that the land would not yield any more crops, I knew we must go to Egypt to buy grain, so we would not starve. I would not let Benjamin leave my house, for he was all that remained from my beloved Rachel. So I sent my 10 elder sons with money and sacks to buy grain to feed my family.
Next in line,
Where are you from?
The land of Canaan. We have brought money to buy grain no more.
You are spies.
No, my lord, we've only come to buy food for our families.
Families?
Yes, we are 12 sons of the same man living in Canaan. Well, one of our brothers is no more, and the youngest remains with our Abba in Canaan.
Isel, I think you are spies. But I am a God-fearing man, and I would not want your families to starve. So I will choose you to remain here in prison. Guard! The rest of you may go and return again with your youngest brother, so I may know you speak the truth. But I warn you this: do not return to my presence unless you bring your brother with you, or you will die.
Oh no! The money for the grain is in my sack!
Oh no, God is punishing us for what we did to Joseph. Come, let's go tell Abba what has happened.
Thank you, Benjamin. Reuben, Judah, you must go to Egypt at once, as we are almost out of food.
But we cannot go unless Benjamin comes with us.
No, that is not possible.
We told you what happened. The ruler of Egypt accused us of being spies, and unless Benjamin comes with us, we cannot go.
I am being robbed of my sons. Joseph is gone. Simeon is gone. If something happens to Benjamin, my heart will fail.
It is time for me to step up. After all, my Abba trusts me and has spoken to me of how God is calling on me to be a leader. I regret all the years I ridiculed and mistreated Joseph when I went along with my brothers and followed them into trouble. But I am a changed man. I want to do what is honoring before God. Abba, I guarantee Benjamin's safety. I will guard him with my life. If anything happens, you can hold me personally responsible.
Why did you tell this man you had another brother?
The nomarch was questioning us, and we had to answer.
Life is so cruel to me.
If we don't go down to Egypt, we will all die of starvation. Let Benjamin go down with us.
So be it. But take gifts, pistachios and almonds, and double the money, so that we may receive grain, and so that Benjamin, Simeon, and all of you may return to me.
My lord, we have returned as you have commanded.
And we have brought back the money that was mistakenly put in our sack. And we have brought additional money for more grain.
Relax. I did receive your payment. It was God's blessing that the money came back to you. God, release Simeon from prison back to his brothers.
And this is our youngest brother, Benjamin.
May God be gracious to you.
I feel like I know his name. He's a part of me sometimes. I spent most of my life in a house with an Abba, not doing anything or seeing anyone else. But now there's this connection that I cannot explain. And I believe that the words that were spoken of me, that you will be gracious and bless me.
Come. You will all dine at my table tonight.
Joseph wanted to test his brothers, to see their true colors, to see if they had indeed changed. He brought them to his table and served them, giving Benjamin 5 times as much food as the others. He then filled their sacks with grain and gave back all the money and placed his silver cup in Benjamin's sack and sent him away. But a short while later, the guards chased them down, accusing the men of stealing. The brothers swore they did not steal a thing, but of course the money was in each brother's sack, and the silver cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Immediately, they were taken back to Joseph.
What have you done? You have repaid my kindness with evil.
Oh, my lord, what can we say? How can we explain? We have all returned to be your slaves. Just let our youngest brother return to his Abba.
No! Only the young man who stole my silver cup will stay here with me to be my slave. The rest of you, go in peace.
Please, no more. Do not be angry with me. Remember our Abba, who has already lost one son, and in his old age did not want Benjamin to come with us, for he loves him very much. Unless Benjamin returns with us, none of us will return.
Guards, leave us. Come closer. Is my Abba still alive? I am Joseph! No, do not be afraid, for God knew what would happen in the world and sent me down to Egypt. Now, go home and tell my Abba I am alive, and return with all of your families that you might be protected, for there will still be more years of famine.
Yes, Pharaoh, and my Abba is still alive. They will return to get him and come back to Egypt.
That is wonderful news. Give them the best of land in Goshen, in the region of Ramses. There, they may live their life in peace, just as you have brought peace to Egypt. Send the wagons now so that they may go and return quickly to be with you.
Thank you, Pharaoh.
My son, you are alive!
Abba, this is my wife, Asenath, and these are our 2 sons with whom God has blessed us, Manasseh and Ephraim.
May the God of Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, and yes, my God, the God of Jacob and Leah and Rachel, bless Ephraim and Manasseh, preserve them and multiply them throughout all the earth. These will be like my sons, and any other children that you and Asenath have will be as yours. Joseph, may God continue to have blessings rest on you, O ruler of Egypt. You don't even need a coat, for God has always seen your true colors.
And not only my true colors, but the true colors of my brothers who repented and served God. The true colors of Leah, who God loved and chose that the Messiah would come through her line. The true colors of Judah, who found his place as leader. The true colors of Jacob, who saw the special gifts and callings in each of us. And in your true colors that I see even now in my dreams.
See